Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Raven's Escape Crafts. Oh my goodness, my hair is a mess. How's everybody doing this Tuesday? It is dreary and rainy again today here again. Again. Can you freaking believe it? It just feels like oy. Says to my husband this morning, are we gonna start having to get animals together 2x2? It's actually like chilly in here today. I'm like, ugh. So how's everybody doing? You guys good? If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I am Sue, the host of Raven's Escape Crafts and head crafter. So you want to see what I made yesterday? I made a bunch of stuff yesterday. So let's go through it. Hold on. So I made... All right, so this is to go with my ice. These are the final accessories for my ice switch. So I made little pouch to hang on your belt, and that's in the colors, and the sparkle in the top, and just the blue. Again, this is like a little pouch for. There's a great trinket bag or for whatever you want to carry in here. So that was a cute little potion bottle. And then I made one. This is a belt bag. Sorry. I'm chilly. A belt bag. This one goes through your belt. And this one's big enough to put like your cell phone in. It's in the same colors. And I made... So those are all for the those are the last two for the witch outfit. Those are the last two accessories that I was telling you about. And then I had some leftover yarn, so I made another one of these belt pouches. And I made one of these belt pouches. And then I saw a cool idea, and I have a ton of these yet, to take granny squares and make them belt pouches for Ren fairs or festivals. Or so I had made two of those in two different colors, and then your belt goes through the top part here, and you still have the big bag to put your stuff in. So I made all those yesterday. And then, what else did I make? Oh, and then, and now I'm going back to my Christmas in July theme. And I'm working on, I'm going to do kitchen sets. This is going to be a washcloth. And these are the washcloths I make for my kitchen sets. They're ridged. I like the way they're all ridgy, so that they're extra good for wiping up stuff. They get the, if you're using them for dishes, they're really good for that. If you're using them for a washcloth, they're good for that. My kitchen sets include 2 washcloths, a kitchen towel, and a scrubby. So, I mean, they can be used for the kitchen, for like 2 dishcloths, or 1 for a dishcloth, 1 to clean the counters with. Then of course the towel, a kitchen towel, and which are nice and big, so they're really good for either drying dishes or it's like to lay out on the counter and put your dishes on. And then I do a scrubby, which again can be used for, you know, dishes or whatever. But you can also use it as a bathroom set. You can use it as the 2 washcloths, like for wash your face, wash your body in the tub or shower. And then, of course, the other towel could be a hand towel for your bathroom. And then the scrubby, of course, could be like a little scrubby. So they're like either a kitchen or a bathroom set. And like I said, I really like these washcloths with the ridges. I think the ridges just add something to them. So I'm working on those. And this is like a really cool, this is from from Village Yarns. It's called Christmas Cotton, and these are the colors. So if that's, and this is colorway rustic tidings. I have a really bright one too. So it says a 4-weight medium, 100% cotton, 5 ounces, 142 grams, 232 yards. So it does make a lot. 213 meters. They say knit size 7 needles, crochet size H8 hook. So, and they'll use a 4 millimeter, I'm sorry, 4 millimeter, either needle or hook. I'm using a 5. You can use a 4 if you want it like really tight. But look, I'm using a 5 and you cannot see through this. There are not holes in this. So, I mean, now again, I'm using the ridge. I'm making the ridges. So, it will, you know what I mean? If you were if you were just doing like a double crochet or single crochet or half double crochet, it might be a little loose. But because I'm doing the ridges, I'm using my 5 because the 4 it's way too tight with the ridges. So that's what I'm working on right now. So let me tell you, with these dreary day after dreary day after dreary day, it's tough. The motivation is tough right now. Let me tell you, I want to be motivated. Like, it's okay. It's not even that I'm not motivated. Like, I am to an extent, but like, I have so many cool projects I want to like develop, like, that I don't have patterns for, or I don't know how to make. And the struggle bus is real right now. Like, trying, I ended up, I was trying to finish off the Ice Queen for a while, and like I just kept, like, I would pick it up and it was like, I don't know, like, and it's not that I don't want to say this, so let's put it this way. The reason why I went back to washcloth stuff for now and made those bags yesterday is because these are things like I know how to make and I know they're gonna work out and they're easy. So I can just sit and make them, like these washcloths. I've made a whole pile of these. These are front posts, back posts. And so, like, I know I can just sit and crochet this and be mindless because I have so many cool ideas written down and so many cool ideas in my head of new patterns and stuff I want to make. But the struggle, like, with all this rain, and it's just, I don't want to say I'm not depressed. I'm just not motivated, My creativity is in the poopster, and it's just tough. It's like I'm working on stuff and I'm like motivated to work on stuff. I just don't, it's hard to like get that creativity going when you're just like, oh, it's raining again. So, I mean, again, this is a message. This probably isn't going to be like the longest video today because I just don't have like a ton going on. Like yesterday was just kind of rainy and gross, and today's kind of like rainy and gross, and not a whole lot went on yesterday. Tonight my son is playing for the high school graduation with the band, but other than that, it's pretty much just a blasé day. And I'll probably just sit and work on my washcloths and my dishcloths my dish towels. And I have like all this cool yarn sitting around, and I'm like, I am like so excited about using it in one sense, and then, but you need to have that creativity mojo, and I just don't have it. My crojo is here, but my creativity mojo is in the poopster, and so I just don't know, how to. It's just tough, and like I guess I want to say, if like you're struggling with it too, I mean it's hard when it just keeps raining or it's miserable outside, or whatever, you know, it's hard to like get that spark, you know what I mean? That creativity spark that you really want. Um, it just isn't there. Uh, you know, and I sit here and watch YouTube videos, um, and kind of just crochet, you know. Let's see, was watching, like, I was like last night, my husband and I were watching the Conan O'Brien. He had David Spade on, and we were watching his podcast on YouTube. I mean, it was funny and it was good. I mean, I needed something lighthearted and silly to watch, you know, and that definitely put me in a better mood, because I'm just like, oh my God, I have like so much stuff I need to work on my Etsy shop. And I really need to like go through, and I've been working on redoing my Pinterest to see if I can get some sales that way. Because my Etsy store has been so slow as of recent. I mean, I've had a few sales. I shouldn't complain, but, you know, this year's been tough. Let me tell you, like, I've been getting sales. I have been getting fairly consistent sales, but I have been busting my hump to get them, you know, and usually it's a lot more organic sales. Just, you know, I have like, you know, I've worked on my Etsy, so my SEO is pretty good, and, you know, a lot of my stuff. So I usually get like a lot of just organic sales from the way everything's set up. And this year's been a bit of a strug bus, you know. I know that the economy is a little weird, despite what everybody wants to say. You know, people are nervous about spending money because of things keeping on changing and all the stuff that's been going on politically, you know, so that's a little bit tough. And, you know, so I know things like, you know, my stuff on Etsy is a little bit more luxury items, so people are struggling just to buy food, you know, and people keep losing jobs and stuff like that. Uh-oh, I have a kid. There's a Logan emerging from the upstairs. It's the wild teen coming down. Probably because it's close to lunchtime, very close to lunchtime, and his stomach grumbleth. So, yeah, I said this is probably not going to be the long video today. I don't have a lot to talk about on Forge. There's no big yarn news. I did see, if anybody's interested, there is a sidewalk sale on Hirschner's. They have all kind of yarn on sale. I don't want to say there was any like spectacular deals, but there are a couple of cool yarn packs that looked interesting that I was curious about, that I'm considering ordering. They didn't have, like I said, there wasn't anything like that I was like, oh wow, I have to have it. Oh wow, that's an amazing deal. But there is a sidewalk yarn sale right now. They just announced it this morning. It goes through the 23rd. So if that's something you're interested in, I did see that today. And like I said, they have some yarn packs that looked interesting that I'm considering. I have them in my cart. Let's put it that way. I have them in my cart, but I put a lot of stuff in carts and don't actually buy. So we'll see. But I wanted to let you guys know about that. I don't know. I said I didn't really watch anything super good. I didn't really do a lot yesterday. Well, I mean, I worked on a whole bunch of stuff, but I really need to work on my Etsy and my Pinterest. I have a bunch of things I need to do, and I have like a whole bunch of pictures I need to take of things to get up on my Etsy. And I will let you know when I do my big drop, because I'm going to do a pretty big drop of a lot of my Renaissance stuff and a lot of my, and then of course, like in July, we'll do the big Christmas, all my Christmas stuff. But right now, we're just doing, I have to get pictures taken, and some of it I need helpers, and they have not been helpering. But that's okay. I understand. Everybody's been busy. Everybody's been doing stuff, and helping your mom take pictures for her Etsy shop is not necessarily at the top of our priority list. Same with my husband. He's been very busy. So, you know, and of course for the Renaissance stuff, they actually need to like put on a costume, and so they can dress up to look the part, and it's not exactly what they maybe want to do. So, I understand. But that's why that stuff has not gotten up on Etsy yet, because for some of it, I need some help. And then even the things like the Ice Queen outfit, I need to wear that, but then I need somebody to take pictures of me. So, you know, I need help. And because I am like the worst at trying to do pictures without, like full body pictures without help. It is just an absolute nightmare. I'm just so not good at it. So maybe one of these days, one of my children will feel bad for their poor mom and help her take pictures for her little Etsy store. He's not listening. I was hoping. He just came out for his water bottles. He's thirsty. So what have you guys been up to? What are you guys working on? What are you guys making? Let me know. I'd love to get some comments to see what you guys want to do. I was hoping today, one of these days I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start reading a novel in here and do like a crochet and romance novel. And I'll read it, and we'll go through one of my romance novels, and you guys can keep me honest, so I'll have to keep writing, which is something I desperately need to do, because writing is really good for my mental health, and I haven't been doing enough of it lately. So I guess this is going to be it. It's not a long video today, but that's all right. Hopefully tomorrow will be a much longer video. So I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you do something today that makes you smile. I hope that there's some sun one of these days here, and I hope there's sun wherever you are. I love you all. I hope you have a great day and choose love every day. I appreciate all of you. Bye.